Hello everyone, my name is Dhruv Kumar Panchal and today our group will be presenting our commodity project on Nestle Canada, focusing on one of its most important raw materials in the food industry, cocoa beans. Our team members are Harsh Patel, Rahul Gujjar and Saksam Dal. Cocoa plays a vital role in Nestle's chocolate and beverage production, directly influencing the taste, quality and the reputation of the company's top-selling products. In this presentation, we will discuss Nestle's background, the characteristics, quality of cocoa, global supply chain and demand, pricing trends, and the company's sustainability initiative through the Nestle Cocoa Plan. Let's start by learning a bit more about the company itself. Nestle Canada was founded in 1887 and is headquartered in North York, Ontario. The company operates 12 manufacturing facilities across the Canada and employ more than 3,500 people. It's responsible for producing and distributing some of the Canada's most popular and loved brands such as KitKat, Aero, Smarties, Nescafe, Gerber, and Purina. Nestle's mission is unlocking the power of food to enhance quality to life for everyone today and for generations to come. Beyond producing quality products, the company's strategy is built around three pillars: nutrition, health, and sustainability, ensuring that every product contributes positively to consumer well-being. The company continues to invest in local manufacturing, sustainable sourcing, and community development. Now I will hand it over to Harsh, who will talk about the commodity that drives much of the success, cocoa bean.
Thank you, Dhruv. The commodity we have selected is cocoa, and it's derived from the Theobroma cocoa tree. Cocoa is a core ingredient used to make chocolate and other cocoa-based products. It's the heart of the brands like KitKat and Aero. It's processed into three main forms like cocoa beans, cocoa powder, and cocoa butter. Each form plays a different role, and beans provided that base flavor. Powder is used for beverages and desserts, and the butter gives the chocolate its smooth and creamy texture. Cocoa beans are usually shipped in 60 to around 65 kg jute sacks, and while cocoa butter and powder are packed in around approx 25 kg cartons for easy handling and storage. These products arrive at Nestle's processing plants where they are blended and refined into final goods ready for the market. So the next slide shows Nestle's success depends heavily on maintaining the highest standards for the cocoa quality, and the company follows international testing procedures such as like ISO 2292 and ISO 2451, which defines how cocoa should be sampled, graded, and classified. Quality is determined by factors like, for example, bean size, fermentation level, aroma, and the moisture content, which must remain below 7%. And Nestle performs cut tests to check for the fermentation and mold, and the moisture analysis to ensure that proper drying and the storage. The company also like sources only from the fair trade and the rainforest alliance certified farms, so that guarantees that the cocoa is produced ethically and sustainability. Furthermore, through the Nestle's cocoa plant, each batch of cocoa is like traceable from farm to factory, and that ensures transparency and the farmers accountability. This process not only like secure quality but also like build long-term trust between Nestle and their global suppliers. So now next, my groupmate Rahul will discuss how globally supply and demand influence the cocoa industry and the Nestle's sourcing decisions.
Thanks, Harsh. I'll be talking about supply and demand of cocoa. The global cocoa industry is concentrated mainly in West Africa, where Cote d'Ivoire and Ghana together produce over 60% of the world's cocoa supply. Other major producing countries like Ecuador, Nigeria, and Indonesia contribute other 40% of the world's cocoa supply. Since Canada doesn't grow cocoa domestically, therefore Nestle Canada imports 100% of its cocoa from international processors like Barry, Cargill, and Olam. The annual value of cocoa imports is approximately 359 million Canadian dollars, entering primarily through Montreal and Toronto ports. However, the cocoa market has faced several challenges: unpredictably weather patterns, aging crops, and labor shortages in West Africa, all of which affect global supply levels. As supply tightens, price increases, directly influencing Nestle's production costs and profit margins. To manage this, Nestle secures long-term supplier contracts, builds strategic partnerships, and invests in local farming communities to supply to, to stabilize their supply chains. Now let's take a closer look at how these supply dynamics connect to global cocoa prices. According to the report by Index Mundi 2025, cocoa price reached 15.47 Canadian dollars per kilogram in January 2025. Then they dropped to 11.49 Canadian dollars by June 2025. This price drop was driven by better harvests and improved logistics after earlier shortages. Cocoa prices are highly affected by climate change, crop disease, labor shortages, and currency fluctuations. These prices uh, these factors create uncertainty for companies like Nestle that depend entirely on their imports. Nestle reduces this impact through hedging, long-term supply contracts, and maintain sustainable farming investments. Now, Sakshan will talk about Nestle's sustainability efforts through cocoa plans.
Thank you, Rahul. Nestle launched the Cocoa Plan in 2009 with the goal of making cocoa farming more sustainable, transparent, and ethical. The plan partners with over 160,000 farmers across Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire, offering training in good agricultural practices, distributing high yield cocoa trees, and providing access to fair and stable incomes. A key achievement of this program is that over 85% of Nestle's cocoa is now traceable to the farm label. This traceability ensures that the cocoa is produced responsibly and that farmers receive fair compensation for their work. The plan also addresses critical issues like child labor prevention, education for farming families, and reforestation projects to protect biodiversity. Nestle works closely with NGOs and local governments to monitor progress and continuously improve farming standards. Nestle works closely with these efforts not only strengthen the livelihoods of farmers but also secure a reliable, high quality cocoa supply for the future. Let's move to the final part of our presentation, the conclusion. In conclusion, cocoa is a key strategic commodity for Nestle Canada, but also one that comes with challenges because the company depends completely on imports. It faces risk from supply shortages and price fluctuation. Price have ranged between 11 to 15 Canadian dollars per kilogram, showing how unstable the global market can be. However, through sustainable sourcing, long-term partnership, and the cocoa plan, Nestle maintains quality, ethical standards, and cost stability. Our data and insights were drawn from credible sources including Index Mundi 2025, International Cocoa Organization 2025, Nestle Canada, Pro Purchaser 2025, and World Bank 2024 for trade and pricing statistics. Thank you for listening. That concludes our presentation.